The core crystals vanishing without a trace is a matter of urgency. There is naught but to convene. What do you mean? The core crystals are the very basis upon which the universe came and continues to exist. I cannot begin to theorize what would happen should they cease to be. As a warrior of the crystals, I swear to see this task done. Yes? Understood. I'll set out at once.
It is an honor to meet you.
Him? By the look of you, I doubt you'll be of much help. Be warned, if you become a hindrance, I won't hesitate to leave you behind. There's no place for weaklings within the warriors of the crystals. If you're in agreement...
I will do all I can.
This should be the continent of Ardra, but there's nothing here.
I guess our journey doesn't begin with civilization.
At any rate, I still don't understand why the Will of Light would pair me with you. Could it be that I alone am not considered adequate for this task?
The Will of Light said that it was in hopes of me gaining experience. I am a warrior of the crystals, after all. Albeit a green one.
I suppose there is an opening within our ranks. And it's reasonable to expect that someone will need to be trained to fill it. But I was serious when I said I would go on without you if you become a hindrance. I hope you'll take that to heart. I cannot relax my standards simply because you're an apprentice.
I understand. I will give it my all.
Then let us waste no time. Try to discern the core crystal's location.
The core crystal's location?
We warriors of the crystals can sense the approximate whereabouts of the core crystals. So give it a try. As a fellow warrior, it should be no problem, right?
Right. I don't feel anything.
Are you really a warrior of the crystals? That's enough. I'll do it. It's that way, though it is a bit far. We should hurry. We cannot allow the crystal to remain in the open for...
What is it?
Ready yourself for battle.
Huh?
We are about to be given a very warm welcome. We are not far from a settlement, yet there are no signs of any people. Could this place be a hotbed for monsters?
There are so many of them! What should we do?
Warriors of the crystals do not flee. We merely eliminate any obstacle in our path. The weak always flock together. Barely a test of my skills. Even so, it seems you had quite a hard time.
My apologies. That was my first proper battle.
No excuses. We will not have a weakling amongst the warriors of the crystals. First, you needn't move so much. Assess your opponent's movements before taking action yourself. You allowed the monsters to toy with you. It should be you who controls the battle. Keep this up and there will be no use for you. You must become stronger. Is that clear?
I appreciate your honesty, as brutal as it may be.
There's no time to wallow in self-pity. We must reach the crystal before sundown. When night falls, the monsters become all the more vicious.
Please wait, Lady Doom! A village? What a peaceful place.
I feel the core crystal must be near here. Let's see what information we can gather. Have you seen a core crystal?
Core crystal? What's that?
It should be around here somewhere. Tell me where it is.
Sorry, miss. I don't think I can help you.
What a waste of time.
What's your problem? Is that how you ask someone for help?
Did I do something wrong? Oh well, on to the next. Have you seen a core crystal?
Huh? A core crystal?
Correct. It should be around here somewhere. Tell me where it is.
I haven't seen it myself, if that's of any help.
It seems you're just as useless as the last.
What did you... Lady Doom!
What is it? Do not impede me.
You won't learn anything asking like that. You'll only make them uncomfortable.
Why would speaking the truth make them uncomfortable?
Let me handle this one. Excuse me. Have you noticed anything different near the village lately?
Anything different? Now that you mention it. The monsters dwelling in the mines on the outskirts of this village seem to have become quite ferocious as of late. Some are saying it's an omen of a natural disaster to come, but the cause is still a mystery.
I see. By the way, was there some kind of sparkling object in that area?
I've never gone near the mines. They're quite dangerous, you see. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Not at all. I'm the one who should be apologizing for how my partner spoke to you. Thank you so much for sharing such useful information. Phew. Has no one ever told you that you aren't very adept at reading the room, so to speak?
Not from the other warriors. I find that the other party often falls silent when I try to converse.
Just as I suspected. This is a regular problem for you.
I am simply conveying facts, so I cannot fathom why the other person fails to continue the conversation.
Just conveying truth and facts bluntly isn't always a good thing. Anyone would stop being so keen to talk once their feelings have been hurt.
Meaning they are weak of heart?
It isn't about being weak or strong. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, she said that there's something odd about the mines on the outskirts of the village. How do we proceed?
By taking a look ourselves, of course. The monster's enhanced aggression might be an effect of the core crystal.
I hope we can recover the core crystal soon, for the sake of the villagers as well. Again? Lady Doom, wait for me! These must be the mines the villagers spoke of before, inhabited by monsters. It's quite hard to see in this darkness.
We could be attacked at any moment. Don't let your guard down.
Right.
How timely.
Lady Doom! Someone is being attacked by the monsters! He seems to be overpowered. We must aid him, quickly!
It would be in our best interest to let him keep attracting the monsters. Let's use this chance to look for the core crystal.
You mean we should leave him?
The weak are overtaken by the strong. Such is the way of the world. We're not obligated to help.
No. I refuse to abandon him. The very reason the warriors of the crystals exist is to help people.
Not so. Our purpose is to safeguard the core crystals.
But that boy might know where to find the core crystal.
Huh?
For the sake of gaining more information, let's lend him a hand. Please, Lady Doom, lend your blade so that we may save him.
I suppose I can't refuse if it means we could learn something. I'll have this wrapped up shortly. Just don't get in the way, got it?
As you say.
They were quite tougher than I anticipated. Ferocious even, just as the villagers said.
Who are you?
Warriors of the crystals. We aided you in the hope of you knowing something useful.
Warriors of the crystals?
Allow me. She means we came here in search of something. But more important than that, how do you fare?
Fine. Thanks to you two. I really appreciate the help. But what if you're actually assassins who only saved me in order to lower my guard?
Lower your blade, Tyrell.
Venera, you shouldn't come out here. For all we know, they could be Venice assassins.
It's all right. You needn't worry about these two.
How can you tell?
They mean us no harm. Though I am in no condition to fight at the moment, I can still sense that much.
If Venera says you're okay, then I just turned my blade on the people who saved me. My apologies. I'm Tyrell. Circumstances have forced Venera on the road, and I've been accompanying her ever since.
As he said, my name is Venera. Firstly, allow me to express my gratitude. Thank you for helping us. Now then, what has brought you here?
We're looking for a core crystal.
Let me give you a more detailed explanation. And here we are.
So, you're traveling in search of crystals that have been strewn about to different lands. It's quite difficult to believe, especially about your realm.
To continue, do you have any information regarding the core crystal?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I do not.
I see. Then we're off.
A moment! That decision was made a bit too hastily.
We have no time to waste.
Why do you only see things based on their efficiency, Lady Doom? I will be the one asking questions for the time being. Why are you two in this tunnel? I assume you're running from someone?
Well,
Our homeland is out to take our lives.
Venera!
We've heard what brought them here. Is it not fair for us to share as well?
I guess you're right.
We took refuge in these mines to escape our pursuers from Venice. Vicious monsters proved too great in number, however, so we've been unable to advance any farther. Which leads me to a proposition. Would you escort us through the mines?
What are you saying? I'm the only escort you need.
Tyrell, we cannot afford any chance of being caught. So would it not be better to have as many people guarding us as possible?
What keeps you from fighting as well, Lady Venera?
Venera is carrying a child. So, she can't fight. Even if she wanted to, I wouldn't let her.
Can't fight? Then what purpose does the sword on your hip serve?
Someone very dear to me entrusted me with it. I think of it as a lucky charm.
So that's how you ended up here. What should we do, Lady Jum?
We don't have the time for detours. Even more so, I can't take part in something as inefficient as protecting the weak.
Of course, I would not ask without offering something in return. We shall help you find the core crystal. If you think it might be in the mine somewhere, would it not make sense to have as many people looking for it as possible?
Since they've offered to help us, the least we could do is escort them, don't you think?
I don't understand why we would guard a burden such as Venera. Escorting them means putting ourselves at risk. I don't find it necessary to endanger myself for the sake of others.
I'm inexperienced as a warrior of the crystals, and it may not mean much coming from someone who is not human. But humans do not live their lives based solely on what they might lose or gain. Moreover, I can't just leave them to fend for themselves. Not as a warrior of the crystals, but as the being that I am.
Just answer one thing. Do you think there is meaning in the strong protecting the weak?
I cannot say. But I do know that if I fail to offer my assistance in this moment, I'll live to regret it later.
All right. We'll heed your request. But only until we find the crystal. Agreed?
Of course. You have my thanks.
We could always use you as bait if things take a turn after all.
Hey, Venera, maybe these were the wrong people to ask for help after all.
The monsters just keep coming!
A warrior of the crystals does not moan about such trifling enemies.
Apologies.
First things first, you should stop charging ahead blindly. You are wide open to your foes, and it is painful to watch. Find the enemy's weakness as you fight. Your mind is as important as your blade in battle. Use it, and you can become stronger.
Right.
If you really understand, then let us hurry on ahead. I said get going.
Gods, I'm happy I ended up traveling with someone like you, Venera.
Perhaps I should start being more strict with you, too?
Please, not that.
You two seem quite close.
Yeah, you think so?
Are you in love with Venera?
Lady Jum! Try to read the room a little.
Did I say something wrong?
Not quite. Venera is very precious to me. Not just Venera, but the baby she carries as well. And most of all, Lord Dario had a great impact on me as well.
Lord Dario? Who is that?
Venera's husband, though he is no longer with us.
I see.
And so you risk your life for a woman whom you shall never be with?
Lord Dario asked me to look after her. Besides, I don't want to see someone so important to me get hurt.
Humans are curious creatures. I cannot comprehend them.
Though the thought may cross your mind, must you say it aloud?
Monsters are increasing in strength and number as we advance. Could it be that there's something up ahead?
Lady Jum, is this...
A sign that the crystal is close. I sense it even more keenly than before.
What's happening?
Hold on to me, Venera!
blocked in!
Meaning there is no going back.
It matters not. Our business lies ahead. But we don't know what may happen. Be ready for battle.
Look at the size of it!
I sense the crystal from within the monster's body. If I had to guess, I would say it swallowed the core crystal.
That means this monster is the reason why.
Indeed. It appears this is the cause of the other monster's enhanced aggression.
I don't really follow, but we should slay this thing, right?
I'm glad you reached that conclusion so quickly. In any case, we can't leave this tunnel until it has been felled.
Stay back, Venera. We'll handle this thing.
Here it comes.
It's no use!
I guess swallowing the crystal affected more than just its size.
At this rate, we'll...
Lord Tyrell!
Ah!
Are you alright?
Never are you to let your focus falter during battle. Concentrate on the enemy before you.
Got it!
Enhanced by the crystal it may be, it is still a mere monster. It has to have some kind of weakness. No!
Venera!
Lord Dario's sword lit up and repelled the monster's attack.
Get away from her! Venera, are you hurt?
I am fine. Lord Dario's sword protected me.
This light is quite odd. It feels so warm. Yet I also feel some kind of loneliness from it too. Whoa!
Tyrell, Venera is in your care now.
Huh? This voice.
Voice. Can you hear something, Tyrell?
Okay. I understand, Lord Dario. This light is Lord Dario's love. His very spirit which cherishes Venera. You can count on me, Lord Dario. I'll protect her no matter what!
If you're injured, withdraw. Otherwise, you're nothing more than a burden.
You mean this? This is nothing. Besides, if I don't rise to the challenge now, I'd never be able to face Lord Dario again.
You should be at your limit. I feel your vigor is only rising. Curious. Lucio!
Yes?
While we engage the monster, use that opportunity to pinpoint its weakness.
You think I can do that?
It's not a matter of can or cannot. If you don't, we lose here. Our duty is to protect the crystals. The first step to fulfilling that duty is felling this beast. So show me. Show me you can pass through the threshold into warriorhood.
Right! I'll give it a shot!
Tyrell, show us the power of your heart.
Got it. You can count on me.
Lord Dario.
We did it! We failed it, Lady Doom!
Save the celebration for after we've recovered the crystal. Now to retrieve the core crystal from its body. Slice open its stomach and dig your arm in, like so. Core crystal collected.
Could you at least wipe that blood and gunk off?
Why bother? If you have such a problem with it, wipe it yourself.
Is there any damage to the core crystal?
The surface is a bit dirty, but I see no abnormalities with the core crystal itself.
So that's the core crystal you two have been looking for?
It's instrumental in keeping this world in balance. I'm relieved we were able to retrieve it. And Lucio, you did well.
What? Could it be you're actually commending me?
It won't happen again. Our task is complete. We'll be leaving here shortly. I suggest you two do the same. Though I suppose it won't hurt to continue escorting you until we reach the exit.
What do you think brought on this change of heart?
I'm fairly sure she's taken a liking to you both.
Phew. It looks like we finally made it out.
Since the tunnel is blocked, we should have a moment of respite from our pursuers.
What happened with your sword earlier anyway? It looks like a typical sword to me.
And this is Lord Dario's favorite blade. Though, it seems to have lost its magic. I have no doubt it was Lord Dario's will that protected Venera back there.
Lord Dario. I want to thank you both once again. We could not have made it without your escort.
Thanks to you as well. We wouldn't have recovered the crystal without you two.
Huh?
What's with that face?
Nothing. I just never thought I would see you thank someone.
Once we return, I have a special lesson planned just for you.
Wait a moment. Don't tell me you're upset.
Do go easy on him. Well then, I believe it's time for us to press on.
Wait! What will you do now?
Well, once we've escaped our pursuers for good, I hope to live out a peaceful life. Together with my child, without strife. I want to give her a life without any burdens to bear. Because in this world, nothing is more precious than freedom. That is the dream Lord Dario and I shared.
And I'll be there to protect Venera and her child. No need to worry.
If anyone can do it, you can. You have the strength for it.
Thanks. Until next time.
We should head back as well. We must prepare for your training.
So you really were upset earlier?
Not at all. I just want to whip you into fighting shape, seeing how unskilled you currently are.
So you were mad!
Enough. We're leaving. Get ready and hold tight.
Please, have mercy on me. Lady Doom, the next round is mine.
Too slow. Continue to move like that and your foes will always take your back. Frantically swinging about won't be of much help either. Attacking without composure will only make you vulnerable. Like so.
Ah, my sword!
Without a firm grip, you can't expect to keep it in hand. My win again.
I should have known, Lady Doom. It's going to take an eternity before I can hope to beat you.
No excuses. We will not have a weakling amongst the warriors of the crystals.
I know.
Surely it wouldn't kill you to be a little nicer to him.
Satya, what are you doing here?
Would you believe me if I said I came to meet the promising new recruit?
All you'll find here is a novice who has yet to land a blow on me. Not even once.
You think so? I, for one, think he has potential. I mean, he's putting up with your grueling training quite admirably, right? Those who don't give up so easily are all right in my book. Less whining would be nice, mind you. Nothing in life is impossible, after all.
Talkative as always. And why are you really here?
The second core crystal. I thought I'd have the new recruit help me find it.
I believe you could retrieve it more aptly on your own. Lucio still requires further training.
Lady June.
But I'm the one who decides that, not you, Joom. Or perhaps you were hoping to keep him all to yourself?
Fine. If it would keep you from needlessly misconstruing my intentions, he's all yours.
I knew you'd come around if we just talked it out, Joom. Now, Lucio, was it?
Yes, I'm Lucio, the warrior in training.
You've got spirit, so I think we'll get along just fine. But let's talk work, Lucio. You and I are going to find the second core crystal. Let's get going!
Now? Could I maybe have a break first?
You'll be fine! Mind over body, just push through it. We're off, Lucio, to the continent of Ardra.
Don't I get a say in this? Hey!
Lake as far as the eye can see, and not a way to cross it. Will we ever reach Ovis? And to think that I, Lord Camilo, am all but ready to gallantly come to the rescue. Heavens, their poor hearts are likely not prepared to resist this kind of chivalry. Forgive me, unmet beauties. I only have eyes for Ma Cherie. You want to get to Ovis as soon as possible too, right? Elrinell? Sleeping? Again? It must be nice living life without a care like that.
There are no monsters here, so my senses lulled a bit. Were you saying something just now?
Yes. About how we're going to save Ovis and turn Ma Cherie's affections in my direction?
So, same old, same old. I regret waking up just for that.
Are you always so grumpy when you first wake?
What is it? Are you getting sleepy too?
That problem only applies to you. Anyway, there's something odd on the ground over there. Oh, look at the size of it. I've never seen a crystal so huge.
Someone probably fell asleep and left it here.
I told you, that problem only applies to you.
Regardless, it is rather peculiar. Denser than common crystals, and quite lustrous to boot.
I imagine this would fetch a fine price. It's not like we have any other prospects at the moment, so why not put it towards our travels?
It might be someone's lost property.
I don't see their name on it. I doubt they would be able to find it again anyway. Besides, we need to buy ourselves a boat if we want to reach Ovis. And neither of us have that kind of gil at the moment. Which is why we should sell it and at least try to break even.
You always make perfect sense when you have something to gain from it.
Come on. I deserve more credit than that. We finally have a chance of crossing the lake to Ovis. I'll keep it with me. Knowing you, you're likely to drop it as soon as you fall asleep.
Quite a rude assumption to make. I wouldn't do something like that. probably.
Says the person who slept through a pivotal moment in her nation's history. Anyway, it's about time we got out of this forest. The next time you fall asleep, I'm going on without you. Got it?
Worry not. A master such as myself can follow on even when in slumber's warm embrace.
You can fall asleep on your feet and keep walking?
So many people appear to be armed.
Dressed like that, I'm guessing they're mercenaries. This region is probably at war.
War, you say?
Speaking of which, I've never really understood it. If they would only speak with each other, I'm sure they would come to an understanding.
Regardless, having so many people here will make gathering information much easier.
Gathering information, huh? How do you plan to go about it?
By asking each person individually, of course.
Plan rejected!
What?
Wait there, new recruit. Let me show you the most efficient way to gather information. Has anyone here seen a core crystal? It's crimson! If that rings a bell, come talk to me on the double!
Lady Satya, you shouldn't draw so much attention like that.
Why talk to them one by one when we could get this sorted out in a jiff?
That may be so, but to those who have no frame of reference, you must sound mad. It won't be easy to find someone to speak with us now that they're wary of us.
Hello, gorgeous. Did I hear you say you're looking for a crimson crystal? I might be able to help you with that. Would you be so kind as to accompany us for a bit?
See? I told you, new recruit! How easy was that?
I truly didn't expect anyone to come forward.
Listen here, Camilo. I won't be dragged into yet another one of your impulsive flirtations.
Hey now, I'm Marshari's man. This is absolutely nothing but business. Anyway, can you please be quiet? I'm making some headway here.
But what is there to discuss other than returning that crystal?
Hey, shh!
You two have the core crystal?
Whether or not it's a core crystal, I cannot say. But we did find a crimson crystal in the forest. I believe he's tucked it away in his pocket.
Elrinell?
Oh, so you found it! You don't know how much time and effort you've saved us. Now, if you could just hand it over.
Not so fast. First things first, could you explain what exactly this is? I have no other way of knowing if this really belongs to you after all.
Sure, no problem. New recruit, I'll let you give them the details.
Oh, so that's where I come in. And that's the gist of it.
So the core crystals maintain the balance of the universe, huh?
Which is why we're so relieved that you found it, Lord Camilo.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I can't just give it up and walk away empty-handed.
What?
Now, Camilo, why not return it?
Have you forgotten already? We have to reach Ovis. And to do so, we need a boat. And to get a boat, we need the crystal to make some gil. If we hand it over, we'll be back where we started, with no way to get to Ovis.
That is true, but...
It is for this reason I'd like to make a proposition. Would you be willing to buy this off of me? If not, then perhaps you'd be willing to help us earn some gil. Just enough to buy a boat. Then the crystal is yours. Not a bad deal, right?
What shall we do, Lady Satya?
We accept your deal.
Huh? Shouldn't you give it some more thought?
The crystal belongs to them now. It has from the moment they found it. We have no right to take it from them by force, either.
That might be true. But the universe will fall out of balance if we don't get the core crystal back. Despite such high stakes, I feel you're awfully unconcerned.
And the universe would mean nothing without the people in it. You can't truly have harmony without trust.
How are you so optimistic?
By the way, we're completely broke, so we may as well get to work.
Such a radiant smile for someone without a single gill to their name.
All we have to do is make some gill and we can get the core crystal back. A peaceful resolution is the best we could have hoped for.
Very well. Perhaps you do have a point, Lady Satya.
Then it's settled. Elrinell and I appreciate the help.
Now that we are of the same mind, let us look for work in the nearby village.
There's plenty available during war times. I suppose we could take on some easy quests and do it slow and steady.
Understood. I look forward to working with the both of you.
All right, now we're talking. I am ready to get things done.
Okay, time to get to work. I've scoped out some jobs that should earn us a fair amount in little time. First up is this. It appears that monsters are on the move after their habitats were burned out. Based on what the lookout said, their path will lead them directly through this village. Our quest is to fell the monsters.
Nice and simple. I bet I could handle this on my own.
Is that so? I look forward to seeing how you and your bow deal with a pack of monsters.
I'll be happy to show you. But are you two capable of handling something like this?
I'll have you know that we're quite masterful in battle.
With that confidence, it would be fine if I opted to sleep, no?
I said we, didn't I? Stop looking for chances to sleep.
I was obviously joking.
It hardly sounds that way when it comes from you. Oh, here they come. Is it just me, or do their eyes have a glow to them?
Lady Satya, could it be?
It must be the influence of the core crystal. Exposure to the core crystal's magic has caused them to become ravenous.
Just like in the mines. Everyone, please take caution.
Hey! You didn't say anything about the crystal having this kind of effect!
What's past is past. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Damn it. I guess there's no way out of this one. Elrinell, back me up.
She's actually sleeping? That wasn't a joke earlier?
She must be awfully fearless to fall asleep at a time like this. I like her already.
Are we done talking yet?
You can fight just after waking up?
Naturally, my style of sleep is more like a concentration of the mind, and my mind has been honed to perfect working order. What's more, it is a knight's calling to protect the people, a duty for which I am always ready.
I like how you think. We'll get along just fine. So, how about a friendly competition? Whoever downs the most monsters wins.
I accept. I shall etch the sight of my skills into your memory for all eternity.
Can't we just work together?
Give it up, Lucio. There's no getting through to them now. Besides, we're about to be busy ourselves.
You've done a great service for us. As promised, here's your payment.
Whew. so the core crystal was causing the monsters to become aggressive. This job was not good for the heart.
My apologies. We should have told you first.
Well, they sweetened the pay because of the extra danger. So I guess it all worked out in the end. But we still don't have enough. Not even close. Let's move on to the next job.
What does the next one entail?
It should be much easier than the last one. No matter how you look at it, it's just collecting materials. Antidotes are said to be in short supply due to the war. So, our task is to go to the nearby woods and track down some medicinal herbs and snake venom.
Sounds like honest work to me. My legs could use the workout, so it's a win-win.
The forest should be a good place for a nap, especially in this nice weather.
No, you'll be working too. No messing around.
I have yet to see a single snake.
I'm having no trouble finding herbs, though. Could it be that the monsters spooked them into their dens?
If you have time to complain, you have time to keep looking, new recruit. Just put in the effort and you'll find them.
Your superior is awfully strict.
The fault lies in my lack of discipline.
Man to man, I think you ought to have a bit more confidence. Fine ladies don't give unconfident men the time of day.
Though Lady Ma Cherie does not give it to presumptuous men either.
Oh, be quiet! Once we save Ovis, I'll become a man worthy of Ma Cherie. Still no snakes to be found. Time for a breather.
I think there's some kind of hole where you're sitting.
Huh?
Ugh! There's snakes coming out of it! Why would their den be in a place like this?
Calm down. If you don't provoke them, they should leave you alone.
Lucio, there's one around your feet!
Ah!
Look out!
You fell pretty hard. Are you okay?
Ouch. Thank you. And I'm sorry you had to come help me.
It was my fault in the first place anyway.
I see you are capable of helping more than just beautiful women.
There's a reason why I'm so impartially nice. When Ma Cherie sees how kind I am, it'll tug right at her heartstrings.
You would risk your very life in the name of another? My, how wonderfully gallant!
Huh? What happened? He was fine a moment ago.
He's doing it again.
But of course, my sweet. I am the world's kindest gentleman, benevolent to all.
Oh, my dearest Lord Camilo, you are a true gentleman indeed, befitting of the man who will take my hand and heart.
At long last, you have recognized my appeal.
Yes, I sense a heroic radiance from you, one that Mont lacks.
Indeed, my love, this radiance is where you belong, not with the likes of that heinous demon king.
Yes, I wish only to be in your arms, Lord Camilo, not those of that despicable, evil man.
As you wish. These arms are your shield. Nothing shall harm you as long as I live.
Lord Camilo.
My sweet...
What is the matter? Is your little play over already?
I'm rehearsing. I don't want to get flustered when Ma Cherie is finally swayed by my devotion.
Lady Marjorie will never be swayed by you. Is it not time you realized that?
But she will. Marjorie and I will be wed no matter what. Just wait and see.
So long as this delusion of yours remains just that, I guess you're free to do as you please.
I can appreciate that kind of thing. Your determination to never give up is something to be admired.
I'm very sorry to interrupt, but what are we going to do about the snakes?
Sorry about that, Lucio. Let's get what we need and finish up the job.
Have we made enough gil, Lord Camilo?
Nope, we're still a little short.
You just accepted another job, right? Won't we have enough after that one?
We will, but I should warn you. The high pay reflects the high risk.
What do we need to do?
We'll be guarding the village's provisions storage from monsters and thieves. It would appear that after falling on hard times due to the war, these thieves have been raiding the place night after night.
I can't believe anyone would resort to stealing. I'm going to have to beat them back onto the straight and narrow.
As a knight, I cannot let this go unpunished either.
I just knew we would get along well, Elrinell.
For the time being, let us await nightfall. An ambush would probably be the most effective approach.
I agree. All right. Everyone be on the alert near the provisions storage. At the first sight of the enemy, we'll spring into action.
Take it! Get as much as you can! Ignore the shiny stuff and just go for the food!
They're here! Okay, I've got an arrow for each and every one of them.
Not bad at all. Time for me to cut my way in as well.
They're so strong! I'm getting out of here! Wait for me!
Now then. Looks like you're the last one left.
Please, let me go. My sister is ill, you see, and she's waiting for me to come home.
Your sister? So you were stealing to take care of her?
You believe me? That's not even the worst of it. If I don't bring this food home to my kids, they'll surely starve.
That's horrible. Ugh, war is so unforgivable.
Lady Satya, can't you see that he's lying about all of it?
Who would lie about something like that? Are you saying you don't believe him?
Surely there's a more fundamental problem here.
I believe him. Faith in others is the true strength I believe in.
What a pushover! Tricking you was all too easy, you fool.
The only fool here is you. Do not listen to a single word your enemy spouts. For thieves like him, lying comes as easily as breathing.
But he...
Camilo, we've more or less got it under control here.
Then I think it's about time we wrapped this up. All right, that was the last of them. There were more than I expected, but nothing too troublesome.
Are you all right, Lady Satya?
It seems that I didn't understand people as well as I thought I did. I'm sorry I ignored you when you tried to warn me, Lucio.
No need to apologize. I wasn't of much help anyway, seeing how it was Lord Camilo who saved you.
Or you could just thank us by increasing our cut of the profits.
You got it. Take it all.
It was a joke. just some nice words of appreciation will more than suffice.
Really? Okay then. Thank you, Camilo.
She should not have to say such things after you coerced her, mind you.
I didn't coerce anybody!
One of the thieves we captured fessed up about a hideout near here. It wouldn't be right for a knight to not act on this information. We should pay them a visit.
But we've already got all the gil we need.
The raiding of provisions will only continue unless the source of the problem is eliminated. We should put an end to this now, or else the villagers will continue to struggle.
I'm with you. More importantly, we can't let these weak-hearted people continue to hurt others with their lies. We have to get them back on the straight and narrow.
We're going to enter the enemy's base? That sounds risky.
Aren't we obligated to protect the weak and vulnerable?
Right. Yes, that's exactly right.
Well, the fewer causes of unease waiting for Ovis after its liberation, the better. I suppose it can't hurt to nip this in the bud. All right, I'm in. Besides, Ma Cherie could catch wind of this noble act, improving my chances all the more. Now that we know what we're fighting for, let's go stamp them out.
What's this? No rehearsals this time?
It's not like I do it all the time.
Who the hell are you?
We're here to beat some moral fiber back into you.
Calm down, please. We should try talking to him first.
Who do you think you are? Get him, lads.
He does not seem to be open to conversation.
That makes this easy then. Mine is the arrow of justice, and with it I'll mend your wicked ways.
There is no end to them.
There couldn't possibly be this many lowlifes in one place!
Damn. Quite the back-breaking job this turned out to be.
Thought you could introduce yourself to my behind at a time like this, you wretch?
You've got it all wrong. I'm just trying to watch your back.
I know. I was merely joking.
It never sounds like a joke when it comes from you. What should we do? Withdraw and regroup?
Knights do not show their backs to thieves, so I must decline.
Agreed. My sense of justice doesn't allow me to flee before the enemy.
But we're at quite the disadvantage. Shouldn't we take a moment to regroup?
We knew there would be no turning back upon choosing this course of action.
No matter what hardships may arise, there's always a way forward so long as you don't give up. Warriors of the Crystals don't give up. It's not in the manual.
It's not in the manual.
I suppose it would be pretty unsightly to retreat now. I can't give up. Not until I'm a man worthy of Ma Cherie.
Lord Camilo. Very well. I won't back down either. For the sake of the villagers, and for these thieves as well. We're going to win this battle!
You found your resolve! Stay close, and let's do this!
Right!
Not only did you guard the provisions storage, but you even put an end to the thieves' hideout? Oh, I can't thank you all enough. You've gone above and beyond.
I merely did my duty as a knight.
What a warm reception. I wish I'd been here for the whole thing.
There you are, Lord Camilo. Where were you?
Since we got all the gil we needed, I went and bought our boat. Which reminds me, here, as promised.
The core crystal! You have my thanks.
No thanks needed. That was the deal, remember? Now that that's settled, I have a favor to ask. Could you help me move the boat? It's a little too heavy for me by myself.
Of course. Should we ask Satya and Elrinell to help as well?
No, let's do it ourselves. May as well show off a little in front of the ladies, you catch my drift?
I guess so?
I'm sure you do. All right, here we go.
Well, I say we indulge them and lift not a single finger.
Right. Show us what you've got, new recruit.
Heave. Oh! Give it all you've got, Lucio.
Even though it's on a cart, this boat is quite heavy.
Was that whining I heard just now, new recruit? You're a warrior of the crystals. Try to act like it.
My apologies.
Say, Lucio, is every warrior of the crystals like her?
I guess if I had to sum them up, everyone is pretty strict. I was brought in for this task straight from Lady Jume's intensive training without a break.
Jume?
Right. She was the first person to give me guidance. She speaks very little, which causes her to be misunderstood a lot. And training with her is tougher than dealing with any monster.
Sounds like you've got it rough too, my friend.
But I'm able to learn so much from her and the other warriors. It all makes me want to try a little harder so that they don't have to scold me as much. Even though I still lack experience, I have a feeling that I'll become a fine warrior of the crystals if I keep learning from them.
Oh, it sounds like you've been blessed with some wonderful superiors, huh?
Ow! What was that for?
Boy, do I envy you. Listen well, Lucio. If you only take one thing to heart, let it be this. Your entire life can change overnight just by meeting a good woman. The day I met Ma Cherie was the day my life changed forever.
Did meeting Elrinell play a part in that change as well?
I guess you could say that, even though all she does is sleep. Oh, looks like we're here.
Nice work, new recruit. It was a good training experience, right?
What's the plan from here for you two?
To return to our realm, of course. We have to get the crystal back to where it belongs.
Then I guess this is goodbye. You will be missed.
It's not like we're gone for good. We can meet again whenever we fancy.
You're right. Maybe meet again someday.
Keep working on improving that confidence, Lucio.
I'll try.
Pay me a visit whenever you need a break. I'll take you to try some real delicacies.
Oh, what a splendid idea! Let us make it a feast, your treat.
And why would I be treating you to anything?
I see. What an unexpectedly heartless travel companion I've been dealt. I must report this to Lady Ma Cherie.
That's shameless extortion, and you know it!
You two are so much fun! This is what having close companions is all about.
Alas, Lord Camilo and Lady Elrinell, it's about time we headed back.
Make sure you perform your duties as a warrior of the crystals. No slacking off. Got it?
Make sure to get some sleep when things get rough. It always makes things better.
Understood. Be safe, you two.
See you around! Well, that's 2 crystals now. I'd say things are going about as well as can be expected.
Welcome back. That took an unexpectedly long time.
We happened upon a really amusing pair.
We can discuss what happened later. What's more important now, Lucio, is getting back to your training.
Huh? But I've only just returned.
That matters not.
But...
It sounds like I need to get in on this too. I'll train you until you've forgotten how to whine.
that almost sounds like some form of brainwashing.
I'll be preparing in the meantime. Do not be late.
Always doing things at your own pace, huh?
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Wait for me! Don't leave me behind! Did the crystal just turn dim for a moment?
Hurry up, Lucio.
Okay, I'll be right there! Time for our training session. I swear I'm going to land my first clean hit today.
Ah, Lucio. There you are.
Hello. Lord Renan, isn't it?
That's right. Satya has been telling me all about you. She says Jum has been running you through the ringer.
She has. But it's for my own good if I'm to become a true warrior of the crystals.
A splendid attitude. Now, do you have some time to spare?
My apologies. I have a training session with Lady Jum.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem.
But I gave her my word.
We have succeeded in pinpointing the location of the third core crystal. You are to accompany me to Ardra. Together, we shall find the core crystal and bring it back. But before we go, there is something I need to explain. You recall that the flow of time here is different from the rest of the world.
Yes. I believe that's why we can go to any place at any time we want.
Precisely. Now, on this journey, we will travel to a time somewhat before that of your last outing with Satya.
So the same Ardra, but further back in the past.
Indeed. So you need to be careful about what you say to the local people. Revealing too much about future events may have unexpected and unwelcome consequences.
Oh, I don't know anything about history, so I doubt I could tell anyone anything.
Confidence in ignorance, I see. Still, that shall serve us nicely. Come now. We depart for Ardra immediately.
But I have to attend training with Lady Jum.
The will of light takes precedence over all. If you are a warrior of the crystals, you must know that at least.
Well, yes, I suppose you are right. Finding the core crystals is our greatest priority, after all.
Good. I'm glad you see the way of things. Now, our destination is the Kingdom of Wizet.
If you don't mind me asking, does Lady Jum know you're taking me?
Time is of the essence, you see. So naturally, no, she does not.
Sorry, I really think I should let her know before we depart.
We leave immediately. You can give her a full report with all the lovely details when we return.
That's not the problem here.
Come, apprentice.
Wait! If I don't go to training, Lady Jum is going to...
Where is that Lucio? We are supposed to be training today.
Oh, if you're looking for Lucio, Renan took him. Apparently, the third core crystal has been located.
Renan, you say? The poor boy. He has no idea what he's gotten himself into.
We may have our moments, but we're not a patch on that tyrant.
At last, the day has come! The day that I win the favor of King Kuri! How long have I labored for this opportunity? How I whipped the serfs to greater effort! How I wringed wealth from the land like blood from a stone! But now the reward is within my grasp! I have learned from the success of my peers and prepared a hearty donation for His Highness. The king will clap his hands in delight when I then share details of the ores that can be mined from my lands. Then I shall bathe in the light of his favor!
Monologuing so the people can hear him. Does the fool not know that he injures his own repute?
I doubt that any noble of this realm cares what the people think. No matter how poorly they treat the people, with the king and the army behind them, the aristocrats needn't fear rebellion.
The poor people have nowhere else to go. No place to escape to. In the west is our enemy, Horn. Too dangerous to flee there. Leonis is an ally, but unstable and on the brink of war with Venice.
Wazette is the safest place for now. Tyrannical and poverty-stricken as it is.
But it cannot go on like this. We need to make things better, Katia.
Yes. And we will.
Yikes. I wasn't expecting to be assailed by monsters the moment we arrived.
The reports appear to be accurate. The core crystal's magic causes monsters to grow more belligerent. Clearly, we are on the right path. The core crystal is somewhere in this land. Do you see that fortress over yonder? That is Wazette Castle.
It's incredible.
However, we are not here to indulge the sights. Our mission is to recover the core crystal.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, it is not here. I sense vague traces, but not the crystal itself.
Do you think someone beat us to it?
That is possible. Or it could be in the belly of some monster for all we know.
In the belly of a monster? That brings back memories I'd rather forget.
Whatever the circumstances, our mission remains unchanged, no matter who or what monsters may get in our way.
Huh?
These ones look rather hungry, too. Behold the bared fangs and slavering maws.
Do you think they're under the core crystal's spell, too?
Most likely, yes. But bewitched by the crystal or not, they are not afforded its protection. As a warrior of the crystals, I cannot let these beasts run amok. Come, let us deal with them, swiftly and decisively. Their bark was worse than their bite.
For frenzied monsters, they seemed slow on their feet.
Well noted, apprentice. Apparently Joom and Satya managed to teach you some things on your journeys. Not only were these beasts half-starved, they were half-frozen, too. Even under the influence of the core crystal, they gained no strength worthy of deeming a threat. They were in too weakened a state to begin with.
I see.
Nevertheless, they attack the moment they find prey. Their resolve is commendable in the very least. That said, a large enough mob could be dangerous. Quantity has a quality all of its own. For now, let us make haste to Wazette and learn what we can.
I hope we find some good clues.
Indeed. Let us pray we can conclude this smoothly.
I've asked around, but no one seems to know anything helpful about the core crystal. Sir, is it just me, or is something off about these people? They all seem so, I don't know, lifeless.
Yes, I noted that also, and dug around a little into the circumstances of this nation. Apparently, trouble is brewing between Wazette and its powerful neighbor to the west, Horn. The situation is tense, and the people here are being driven into poverty and starvation with no hope of fleeing elsewhere.
Poverty, huh? I feel like there are some people who are quite well fed.
Those would be nobles, They curry favor with the king and live in luxury thanks to his protection.
That doesn't sound fair. How can a king favor the few and leave most of his subjects to starve? A country this big should have more than enough to go around.
Perhaps, perhaps not. Either way, it is no concern of ours, and certainly not our place to meddle.
Don't you care at all?
I care about our mission, apprentice. We are here to recover the core crystal. Or have you forgotten that? If the people here do not have the will to help themselves, then what succor could we offer? It is their duty to remedy their circumstances. Yet these people stand about waiting with their collective mouths agape. What a miserable lot. This is the price they pay for no longer engaging their minds, yet I doubt they even know it. I'm sorry to say, Lucio, but I cannot summon sympathy, nor even pity, for those who do not help themselves. To change your life, you must think, then act boldly. Time spent thinking about those who fail to even begin this process is time wasted.
I suppose you might have a point, but...
You would do better not to judge these people so harshly.
Who might you be?
My name is Glaciella, the successor to the throne of this realm. For the time being, at least.
And I'm Kadia, Lady Glaciella's sister and personal guard.
The heir to the throne, an honor indeed. But pray tell, do members of the royal family often wander outside the castle accosting strangers?
I come into the town to learn about the realm, to see how our people live through their eyes. I could not help but overhear your conversation. It piqued my interest.
We're not planning to start a rebellion if that's what you think.
No, but I agree with you, young man, and not your gentleman friend. This poverty must end.
No one cares more for the plight of these people than my sister.
It is no secret that Wazette is a land gripped by despair, bereft of hope. And yet here you are, discussing the plight of our people. It would be strange not to be gripped by curiosity.
Our mistake was to speak too loudly. Lucio, in the future, when you have something to say it quietly.
But you were the one who was getting all worked up.
You are an interesting pair, and certainly not from these parts. Have you journeyed far?
Well, yes and no. It's a little complicated.
It is enough to state that we are travelers in search of a core crystal. A crystal unlike any other, both in form and color, most distinctive. You haven't perchance heard of such an artifact?
A core crystal? My apologies. I am not sure I can help you. But allow me to clarify. It is definitely a form of crystal, yes?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes. I believe Minwu may know something.
Who's Minwu?
A friend who knows a great deal about crystals and magic and the like. She is waiting for us back at our base.
Maybe it was fate, us meeting here. Shall we introduce you?
What do you say, Lord Renan?
I say yes, of course, without the slightest of doubt whatsoever.
Then it is settled. Come on. We'll show you to the headquarters of Spirare, my private brigade. We're back. Is Minwu around?
Lady Glaciella, you called?
I wanted to introduce you to some people. They are searching for a rare item known as a core crystal.
Hello. My name is Lucio.
Renan, at your service.
Pleased to meet you. I am Minwu, aide to Lady Glaciella.
We were wondering if you might have heard talk of a rare and unusual crystal.
An unusual crystal. Well, it's funny that you mention it.
What? You know something?
Yes, a story I just heard from a friend in Wizette Castle. Apparently, a new and unusual crystal was recently discovered. I don't know if it's the one you seek, but it may be worth a look.
Our most promising lead thus far. I dared not hope that we would find the trail so quickly.
If this crystal is the one you were looking for, is it something we should be worried about?
No, not when it is used for its original purpose. Though it could be dangerous were it to fall into the hands of self-serving fools. I have heard that this realm is teetering on the brink of war with mighty Horn. In such circumstances, military leaders could be tempted to risk everything for the promise of victory. There is enough magical power within the core crystal to tip the balance in a war.
Oh, and we recently found out that monsters become extra ferocious when they are exposed to it. Which means its continued presence in these lands is actually pretty dangerous in itself.
In that case, we might have a problem.
What do you mean?
Apparently, the authorities have decided to study it in more detail. It's to be taken to the Magic Research Institute.
Of course it is.
If what you say is true, this core crystal could provide the Wizette army with untold power. But it could be used for peaceful ends, too. Imagine being able to give the people new hope. That's what we dream of, isn't it? But I doubt that would be allowed to happen. The nobles would have too much to lose. The common folk are suffered to exist only as long as they can be exploited.
What's on your mind, Lucio?
Could we speak privately, sir? I'm sorry, sir, but I didn't want to say this in front of the others.
I see.
If these people had the core crystal, they could use it to improve the lives of everyone in this country. But that will never happen if we take it away from here. It's almost as if we'd be stealing the one chance they have to mend this country. It makes me wonder if we're actually doing the right thing.
So to help the people of this foreign land, you would cast aside your sworn duties? Does your oath mean so little?
That's not what I meant.
Let me give you a word of counsel. A warrior of the crystals must never waver. To do so is to willingly dull both mind and blade alike. Doubt is born of insufficient resolve. Allowed to fester, it will strip you of your courage.
My resolve.
If you ever find yourself straying from the path, remember your mission. Focus on what must be done. Suffer if you must, but never abandon your resolve. Always engage your mind, for in there, you shall find hope.
Lord Renan.
In any case, it is up to this realm to solve its own problems. We are interlopers here, and it is not our place to meddle. Mind your own affairs afore you worry about those of others.
You're right, of course. I'm sorry, I mustn't be so quick to forget my duty. Bring back the core crystals and restore the balance of the universe. That's my mission.
Exactly, Lucio. You learn quickly.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, my apologies. A private matter of no import. Now, Lady Meanwell, tell me where we might find this Magic Research Institute.
It lies beyond the snow plains. Not close by any means, but it can be reached by foot.
We are grateful for the information. If we move quickly, perhaps we can intercept the crystal before it reaches its destination.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll really appreciate... Lord Renan? Sir, wait for me!
And there they go.
Who were they, anyway?
I know not. They seemed well-intentioned, though. Well then, it is time for me to leave too.
Sister?
It's all right, Kadia. Kuri wants to see me, that's all.
Please be careful. That man is a cold-hearted brute.
Trust me. I know all too well what he is.
Is it just me, or have these monsters been getting more ferocious the farther we travel?
They have evidence, I'd say, that we are getting closer to the core crystal. The crystal's resonance is not far off. It should not take us long to reach it.
But not so if we have to keep fighting monsters the whole way.
Agreed. Perhaps we should try donning the monster's furs.
Furs? You mean to keep us warm?
I mean to avoid needless battles. We cloak ourselves in the monster's fur and thereby hide our scent. If we can fool them into thinking we are one of their own, we may pass unmolested.
I see. That's a brilliant idea, sir.
Indeed it is. Now, go relieve those monsters of their furs.
Yes, sir. I'll skin these ones. Would you handle those over there?
Sadly, I do not carry a suitable blade. You'll need to work double time.
Hey, no fair. These hides keep the chill out. But the stink of blood is making my head spin.
Yes, they are surely masking our scent, but I'm starting to think this plan could have been better formulated.
Lord Renan, so Wazette and Horn are at war, is that right?
On the brink of war, if we are to be precise.
But why even think about having a war? It would be far better for both sides if they could just get along.
It is because people lack resolve.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Indecisiveness leads to suspicion, which breeds discord. Discord creates enemies, and enemies inevitably go to war. To survive in this world, people will bring down others without a second thought. This is what creates the divide among them. You saw the nobles back in town. They care nothing for the common folk. Humans are crueler than you know, apprentice. The man who would sacrifice himself for another is rare indeed.
I think you're wrong.
Oh?
Nearly every person I've ever met has been kind, and always willing to lend a helping hand. Lady Vanera, and Lord Tyrell, and Lord Dario, they all taught me the value of caring for others. Lord Camilo and Lady Elzarel stuck to their beliefs, and followed what they believed was the right path. And don't forget Lady Glaciella and her friends. They chose not to wait, but to take action and make this nation a better place for everyone. I learned in my previous missions that people aren't all cruel and ugly. They can be good, too. And peace isn't just a dream. People can work together to build a world without war.
You are young and naive. But you have resolve. You believe in what you say. Perhaps I've underestimated you. Your journeys seem to have been a bigger boon to you than I'd thought.
Lord Renan.
Hold on to that belief, young apprentice. Never let doubt cloud your heart. Keep a strong heart, full of resolve. For someday, it will be the pillar upon which you depend.
Yes, sir! The blizzard grows ever worse. I can hardly see the nose in front of my face. What should we do, Lord Renan? Lord Renan?
What a wretched fool I am.
Is something wrong, sir?
Lucio, I'm afraid there is. We have strayed from the path. We are lost in the wild.
What?
Glaciella Wazette, at your request.
You are late, Glaciella. There are not many who would dare keep me waiting.
I was in town to take measure of conditions there. What is the purpose of the summons?
It is high time I explain to you the conditions by which you may inherit the throne.
Conditions?
Think about your background, and what would happen if it were more widely known. Your status as heir is by no means assured. I think it best, then, that we nip the buds of regret before they bloom. Think of it as a test.
Then what are these conditions of yours?
To be precise, there is only one. You are to extinguish your mother's clan, every last member.
Excuse me?
Am I being unclear? You are to kill every last one who shares your mother's blood.
You cannot mean this. To claim the throne, I must kill my kin? Is this some sort of ill-conceived jest?
Come on now, girl. Does it sound like I jest?
Then if you are serious, what is the reason for such a demand?
Your mother was not even remotely of noble blood. Your vassals and subjects would never bend the knee to one with the taint of a commoner. I, too, would endure much censure were it known that I helped place a half-breed upon the royal throne. Therefore, before your origins are discovered, you must wipe out every trace of them.
For that, my mother, her family, all must die?
Come now, Glaciella. You know the ways of this world. Do you truly think that a queen of non-noble blood could rule? If you are to claim your rightful future and serve this realm, you must strike off the shackles of your past.
I refuse! I cannot possibly agree to such conditions!
Your approval is not relevant. I am telling you what must be done. This is an order, Glaciella.
You are inhuman!
No one who besmirches me will be forgiven. No one.
If a dog spurns you, or a chocobo throws you, must it be killed? If it is your own family, must they all die?
Every last one. And if you do not do as I bid, civil war will rip this realm apart. The only way to avoid that is to ensure no one ever learns of your origins.
Is change not an option for Wazette's future?
The traditions of this realm have made it strong. They are the reason we are unbroken by other nations. And this must not change. A kingdom cannot be protected without sacrifices. And every great sovereign must at times make ruthless choices. You are too young yet to understand any of this.
It would seem my ideals for sovereignty are clearly different to yours. Good day!
Foolish girl. But she will learn.
A report!
What is it?
Lady Glaciella has marched out of Wazette at the head of Spirare.
Let her go.
But sir, she might...
I care not. The matter is in hand. Glaciella, your path is one without hope.
It was a stroke of luck, us finding this cave when we did. But I didn't think there'd be quite so many monsters crawling around in here.
They are no foes of ours. Get them!
It's never ending!
It makes little sense.
Huh?
Think about it. The core crystals maintain the balance of the universe. In other words, they exist so that all things may settle into a state of stability. Given that, it seems strange that a core crystal should cause such instability as making monsters run amok.
Isn't it just that the core crystal's enormous magic makes their minds go awry?
That is the theory, certainly. But is that truly the reason? After all, no one has ever proven it.
Now that you mention it, I hadn't really put it to deep thought. I mean, what if the core crystals that the Will of Light protects are actually harmful to the world?
The crystals may harbor secrets that we don't know and aren't meant to know. Or perhaps they are no longer the crystals that we believe them to be. Either way, this one is too dangerous to be left in the hands of humanity. It could help win a war, yes, but its very existence could ensure more war in the future, over and over again.
In that case, we really do have to get out of here.
Indeed. Cover my back, apprentice. Let us fight our way out, together.
Yes, sir!
The blizzard has finally abated.
Sister, there are people ahead! Aren't they the two we met in town?
Lucio and Renan? I thought they were looking for that crystal.
We can't leave them here.
Well, well, the heir to the Wizette throne herself. I hardly expected to meet you out here, Your Highness.
I'm not queen yet. Glaciella is fine.
Please ignore him. Anyway, what are you doing out here?
I could ask you the same thing. Last we met, you were bound for the Magic Research Institute.
Yes, we were. But then this blizzard blew in.
It is hardly wise to wander across a strange land in the middle of a snowstorm.
I wonder if we could prevail on you to show us the way. As you know, our mission is somewhat urgent. We can't afford to get lost again.
Tell me again what you intend to do with this core crystal, assuming you manage to locate it.
I suppose if you are to help us, you deserve to know the truth. And that is the sum of it.
So as a warrior of the crystals, you are here on a quest to restore the balance of the world. Which means your intention is to take this core crystal away from Wizette.
Yes, we must bring it back home if we are to fulfill our mission.
I'm sorry. I know this makes us seem like enemies of Wizette.
I think not. I doubt very much if these ladies would want this core crystal in their kingdom.
Why do you say that?
I realized it back at the town, the moment you gave us the information about the crystal's whereabouts. And now you stand before me, Lady Glaciella, and I see the fury burning in your eyes. It's about them, isn't it? The ones who rule Wizette. You do not want them to have the power of the core crystal. You wanted to be sure that our intention was to take the core crystal away from Wizette, for it conforms precisely with your own wishes. However, that task might prove difficult for just Lucio and I. We could fail, and then the power would fall into the hands of the Wizette army, potentially creating an irreversible course of events. Of course, I speak merely of possibilities.
Sister.
If the core crystal does reach the Magic Research Institute, it may well turn out as he says.
Tell me more.
I've worked at the Institute myself. I know the risks they are willing to take. If they were able to access the crystal's power, and if the army could use it, Wizette would gain the ultimate secret weapon. We have to intercept it before it reaches the Institute, or it may be too late.
It would seem there is but one choice to be made. But you two knew that from the beginning, didn't you?
Begging your pardon, Lady Glaciella. But what fills you with so much anger?
The truth is, we are in the midst of forming a rebel army. We aim to overthrow Kuri.
Kuri? The king of Wizette?
As long as the tyrant sits on the throne, this country has no future.
But why?
That is enough, Lucio. These matters are not our concern, and we'd best stay out of them.
In any case, the short of it is that we do not want the Wizette army to grow any stronger.
Spirare is ready to help you. Do you accept our offer?
What do you say, Lord Renan?
Of course we accept. That was our wish from the very outset, after all. While your lack of resolution has cost us precious time, I respect your motivations. We shall make use of the full extent of your services so that we may yet safely bring the core crystal back home.
By all means, please do. Caravan escorts. This must be it. The core crystal must be in that carriage.
They are almost at the Magic Research Institute. We need to act quickly.
Perhaps we should wait for a better opportunity. Our defenses are well prepared.
I think we should attack right away.
Oh.
We have to get the core crystal before they reach the Magic Research Institute, don't we? I can't just sit here and do nothing. Besides, there might even be more Wazette soldiers at the Institute. I think we should strike before their forces become even stronger.
A suggestion truly devoid of forethought. But situationally, the prospects of a favorable conclusion are not entirely absent.
Huh?
You are right, Lucio. Sometimes it is indeed best to act first and think later. Now steel yourself. This shall not be an easy battle.
Yes, sir! Thank you, Lord Renan.
Then it's settled. We strike now. Get ready, everyone. It is time to recover that core crystal. Let's give the Wazette army a taste of Spirare steel. All units, charge!
It's over! Lord Renan, the core crystal!
Fear not. As you can see, we have it secured.
So the plan worked.
By plan, you mean the reckless charge? But yes, the element of surprise enabled us to break through their lines.
Lady Glaciella, thank you for your assistance.
No need to thank us. We would have ended up fighting this battle someday even without the core crystal in our lands.
Were you never tempted to use the core crystal yourself to help Wazette? It might have served you well in your fight against Kuri.
No. If we are to change Wazette, it must be by our own efforts. And I'm not so naive to think that possessing something so powerful would not have consequences. Even if the core crystal did give us victory, we would soon attract enemies seeking the crystal for themselves. This land will never know peace so long as that core crystal remains here.
If a person such as you is to become queen, then perhaps the dream of peace is more than just a dream.
It's a dream I intend to keep alive. Call it my mission, though it's hardly as grand as keeping the entire world in balance.
Lady Glaciella, we promise to keep your world safe. But in return, promise that you will build a brighter future for your people. It would make it all worthwhile being able to see that.
I can promise that. We are going to change our country and the world for the better. But for now, we need to lie low until we have amassed the strength we need to fight back. Which means this is where we part ways. Truth be told, we could use a pair of warriors like yourselves in our rebellion.
I'm sorry we can't offer more aid, but we have to complete our own mission first.
I know. Destiny has set us upon different paths. Let us pray we both succeed.
We will.
If you are finished, Lucio, come here, and speedily. We need to leave this place before Wazette realizes something is amiss and sends more troops. Lady Glaciella, soldiers of Spirare, from one world to another, I pray that you triumph in the struggle to come.
Thank you for all your help.
I shall keep my promise. We'll bring prosperity and peace to this realm.
Well done, Lucio. The mission was not easy, but you have exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, sir.
You even taught me a lesson, that sometimes it is best to act without thinking too much. We all have much to learn, and it appears that you have things to teach me.
Don't say that, sir. You're making me uncomfortable.
It is about time you showed your face.
Yikes! Lady Doom!
Welcome back! It seems that the pair of you have had quite an adventure.
Was it worth abandoning scheduled training with a superior? The lack of respect beggars belief.
Wait! I wanted to tell you before I left. I truly did. But Lord Renan...
Simmer down, Jum. I am sure he is very sorry for the insult.
Lord Renan, are you standing up for me?
Now, about his training, I have observed a weak point that needs attention. He has a habit of leaving his left side unguarded. If you were to focus on addressing this, I am sure he will be most grateful.
Understood.
Lord Renan, I thought you were on my side.
You wish to become a true warrior of the crystals, yes? Then you must grow stronger.
Are you done? Our training awaits.
But... Huh?
That light!
What the...
Well, well.
Renan, do you know something about this?
I have a supposition and no more. But if true...
Lord Renan, what is this?
I do not indulge in idle speculation about the unknown. I shall keep my thoughts to myself for now.
But, sir...
Oh, don't worry. You learned a lot on this last adventure of yours, right? For a young apprentice like you, experience is everything. I'm sure this is just the culmination of it all.
So, the body glows when it grows stronger?
I have no idea.
But you just made it sound like it's a thing.
If you are done glowing, then get a move on. You have double the work now, to make up for what you skipped.
But that wasn't my fault! Lady Doom, wait!
A new warrior of the crystals.
What was happening to me? And what was that strange light that came pouring out of me? Renan seemed to know something. But he made it clear he didn't want to speculate. Was it a sign that I'm on the path to becoming a warrior of the crystals? I can't just ignore what happened. So what do I do?
Greetings, apprentice. You're talking to yourself, you know.
Oh, Lord Velis. Actually, something's troubling me, and maybe you can...
Yeah, stop. Not another word.
But...
If you're looking for worldly advice, go talk to Satya or Renan. I'm not one for getting involved in anything remotely bothersome. The woes of my junior compatriots are none of my business. So save your breath, all right? I hear nothing, I see nothing. Clear?
Crystal clear. I guess I'll talk to one of the others when I have the chance.
That's more like it. A better use of both our time, I assure you. And speaking of which, I have a matter to discuss with you.
Let me guess. Is it about recovering another core crystal?
Excellent. You catch on fast. Suppose that's why they call you the promising one.
I don't think I'm all that promising, to be honest.
You'd best enjoy praise when it comes your way. You'll hear precious little of it when you get older, trust me. But we're getting off track. For this task, you'll be going back in time again, even further in the past than your adventure with Renan. You remember the rules, right? No interfering, no careless chatter about events yet to happen. Find the core crystal and bring it back. Nothing more. Got it?
I won't let you down, sir. I swear we will bring the core crystal back.
That's the spirit. The other three weren't wrong about you. Well then, I leave the rest in your capable hands. Show me what you can do, new recruit.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. What about you?
What about me? I have explained your task, which means my work here is done.
Do you mean to say I'm to go on my own?
Well, I'm supposed to be joining you, but these find and retrieve missions are just so mind-numbing.
That's an astonishing admission for a warrior of the crystals.
You've already found 3 core crystals. You're practically an expert now. Trust me, you'll be fine. I'll be with you in spirit. Walk tall. Have at it.
This really doesn't feel right.
Look, I'm the most senior warrior, and that makes me sort of a leader around here. Catch my drift?
You really don't want to lift a finger, do you, sir?
What are you two dilly-dallying here for? You should be long gone by now.
Renan!
Don't gah me, Velis. You'd better not be trying to foist this mission onto our young recruit.
The thought never crossed my mind. I was only jesting, right, Lucio?
Sure.
You never change, do you, Velis? Now get a move on. You're wasting valuable time.
Fine.
Oh, and Lucio, I want you to be particularly heedful on this quest.
Why is that, sir?
I'm concerned we may be taking too long to restore the core crystals. Call it a bad feeling, if you will. In any case, stay on your toes.
That's a bit vague.
Come on, new recruit. Let's get moving before a certain someone lectures the life out of us.
No, wait! I still have something to ask Lord Renan.
And here we are. In the domain of Leonis, to be precise.
Now I won't be able to talk to Lord Renan until we get back.
Sorry about that. But I had the feeling we'd end up being subjected to something both long-winded and mind-numbing.
You know, I'm starting to think that I'm not in the safest pair of hands.
I'd be insulted. Except I can definitely see where you're coming from. But chin up, eh? You have the most senior warrior at your side.
I almost feel convinced this might go well.
Trust me, there's no need to dwell on what is now past. Huh? What's this?
What's what?
I just sensed the core crystal. But there's something... No, that doesn't bode well.
It doesn't?
I sense the core crystal is close, but something approaches it at terrific speed.
Then we have to hurry, right?
Definitely. Alas, it's going to require far too much effort to beat it to the mark. So it's probably best we give up now.
We can't do that!
I jest. It's not worth risking Renan's wrath over something like this. Let's hurry to the core crystal and pray that it isn't lost by the time we get to it.
Where is it?
Over there. Just lying in the dirt.
Then we'd better retrieve it.
I'd like nothing more, but looks like we're too late.
Huh? A monster! And it's enormous! Wait! No, don't! Ah! What do we do now? The monster swallowed the core crystal whole!
This is the worst thing that could have happened. We'll have to make it cough up the crystal. This should make for a good warm-up. Hope you're ready to taste steel, you gluttonous gulper! This should do it!
I had no idea you were so strong.
Stop gawking like you've never seen someone bring a behemoth to its knees and finish it off!
Yes, sir. What's happening? It called more monsters!
More than just that. The behemoth compelled them with that roar to protect it, like the leader of a pack would.
There's too many of them! We can't get close! It ran away. We have to go after it!
Hold it. There's such a thing as trying too hard, and we put ourselves at far too much risk against those numbers. First things first. You all right? Renan would have me for lunch and dinner if you got hurt.
I'm fine. Just a few scratches. But isn't it strange that the monster turned tail and fled? I've seen monsters made berserk by the core crystals, but I've never seen one act like this before.
Assuming all your reports have been correct, then yes, this is something new. It's mighty odd for a behemoth to retreat in the face of defeat. Very unmonster-like. Perhaps someone has latched onto its mind and has the beast doing their bidding.
Lord Renan said he had a bad feeling, remember? Could this be what he meant?
That was just meant to be a joke. But I suppose we can't entirely dismiss the annoying possibility. Then again, I don't sense anything else of power in the area. Perhaps we just happened to run into the only intelligent behemoth in Leonis. Either way, we need to follow the monster. Fortunately, it has kindly left nice, gigantic footprints for us. And don't go straight after the big one. Take down as many of its minions as we can while we pursue, and things will be easier afterwards.
Divide and conquer, right, sir?
Reporting, Your Majesty. Venice troops have been sighted on our borders. They appear to be heading this way. How shall we proceed?
We meet them as they come, of course. Mobilize the troops. I want every available man.
As you wish. And, there is something else, Your Majesty.
What is it?
A swarm of monsters has been spotted approaching. It is possible they'll sweep right through one of our villages.
Do the villagers know?
No, not as yet. We just...
Then leave it be. Our priority is the Finniss army.
But...
Do you object?
No, Your Majesty. We will prepare for battle immediately.
Wilmot, you heard. March out immediately with Calum and meet Finniss head-on.
Father, do you really intend to abandon the village to the monsters?
Do not make me repeat myself. Give the village no more thought.
But what of our duty to our people? They need to be protected!
He's right, Father. Even just a small squadron would be enough.
Our realm is threatened by invasion. Our forces cannot be divided for sake of one small village. I trust I needn't explain any further.
If we cannot protect the village, we should at least evacuate its inhabitants! To do nothing when we have it in our power to save innocent lives!
Mont, you'd have the right of it, if you were a man beholden to no one but yourself. But it takes more than being right to protect a nation.
Yet still!
If you do not have the spine for this, then I shall lead Calum myself. Fordham will stay here to protect the castle. You are forbidden to send any troops to the village. Beyond that, do as you please.
I understand.
That will be all.
Father... No. This is not the time to let my heart sink. The threat to our people draws nearer with every moment. The army must stay here, and I have few men at my disposal. But we must take action nonetheless. I refuse to sit back and allow a single soul to die!
Brother!
Stern.
Is this all the men you have? It's not enough. Brother, I should go with you.
No, Stern. You have your own duties. This is my own rash choice, and I cannot drag you into it.
It's not too late. You could plead with Father to spare you some of his soldiers.
No, he was right. Protecting the realm comes first, and he needs every man.
But, brother...
Fear not. We shall bring the villagers to safety before the day is over. Protect the castle, Stern.
I will. As commander of Fordham, I swear to carry out my sworn duty. Thank you, brother.
It is too quiet. Did the animals sense the monster swarm and flee before it arrives? We must hurry. We cannot let a single one of these villagers die this day.
A person!
I know you not. What are you doing out here?
Nothing bad, I promise. We're not suspicious at all.
You know, saying that just makes us look even more suspicious.
Lord Bellis, stop acting like this isn't your problem and say something!
Fine. Hail and well met. Did you fellows happen to see a mob of monsters?
A mob of monsters?
Right. One big ugly brute and a score or so of smaller ones. They may have passed this way.
Then you do not hail from Venice?
Venice? Oh, I see. No, we're just mercenaries on the road. We're chasing down a monster that's made off with something fairly important to us.
A monster that is part of a bigger swarm.
Exactly. I don't suppose you've seen what we're hunting.
It appears our goals are aligned. We are on our way to evacuate local villagers before the swarm sets upon them.
Oh? Something tells me that you're more than just a random fellow with a heart of gold.
Apologies. I failed to introduce myself. My name is Montleonis. Our troops delivered a report. And so here I am.
The villagers' lives are in danger. I think it may partly be our fault.
How so?
Well, Lord Velis, should we...
We have nothing to hide. It won't do any harm to tell the truth. Consequences are on me. Renan always finds something to lecture me about, so I'm well used to it by now.
Thank you. Well then, allow me to explain. We're here to recover something called a core crystal.
So you are warriors of the crystals, journeying in this world on a quest to recover another core crystal.
It would have been safely in our possession, except an oversized behemoth swallowed it first. The magic of the core crystal gave the monster extra strength, and it was too much for us to handle. We were just debating what to do when we happened to run into your band of men.
We're very sorry for causing trouble, and for putting the lives of your people at risk.
You have no reason to apologize. We have been remiss in letting those monsters roam free for so long. However, if what you say is true, then we must act with haste. The villagers must be evacuated before the monster mob reaches them.
Let us help you. As the ones who let the monster get away, we owe it to you and the people of Leonis to set this right. We have a moral duty to make sure no innocent people are harmed by your presence here.
We're heading the same way anyway. Safety in numbers, as they say.
I accept your proposal gladly. I would have suggested the same had you not spoken first. Lucio, Velis, lend me your blades, and together we shall save my people.
Yes, sir. It is an honor to join you.
Well, as long as you only expect me to even the head count and little else, I think this'll work.
I think everyone can tell you are more than just a lazy warrior. We're all counting on you.
Patronized by a new recruit. This day just keeps finding ways to get worse and worse.
Now let us make haste.
Yes, sir. Lord Mont, you are a prince, is that right?
Yes. Though sometimes I don't feel like one with Father constantly rebuking me for being foolish and weak.
But even so, that means you'll be a king one day, doesn't it?
I wonder. My younger brother is a better fit for the throne, I'd say. But whether or not I become king, my dream is to build bridges with other lands and make Leonis a nation that is a friend to all. A nation that stands side by side with the other great houses, not across from them on a battlefield.
A country that never does harm. I think that's a wonderful dream.
You do? Most people scoff to hear it and tell me I'm naive. If they're not too busy laughing, that is.
Building a world without war, where everyone lives in peace. I can't think of anything better.
It is truly heartening to hear that, even if few others share your opinion.
On my last journey, I went to a country gripped by tyranny, and saw what that meant with my own eyes. The people there had no hope. Their spirits were crushed, and because of war, they had nowhere to flee. But it doesn't have to be like that, especially if someone like you wears the crown. I want to see nations like the one you dream of building.
Then I shall do all in my power to make it so.
You shouldn't doubt yourself, you know. About being a king, I mean. I've learned that the strongest people are those who care about the happiness of others.
I appreciate that. It was a kind twist of fate, us meeting here.
I'm sorry to speak frankly. I shouldn't be so familiar with a royal prince, especially not in his own lands. I guess I just felt that we see the world in the same way, so I couldn't help myself.
You have not to apologize for. You didn't laugh nor scoff. Perhaps we truly do see things in the same way.
Thank you, Mont.
My lord, a report. The monster swarm is in the woods near the village. It's growing in size and headed straight for the village.
They're moving faster than I thought. Tell the scouts to keep tracking them.
Yes, my lord.
Let's make haste, Lucio. We need to reach the village before it's too late.
Understood. We can't let those villagers come to harm.
We made it! You men evacuate the villagers! The rest of you, prepare to repel the beasts!
No monsters yet. We made it just in time.
The pack is likely matching their pace to the wounded behemoth.
In that case, the villagers should be able to get away in time.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh? Monsters! But the villagers are still here!
I don't see the big one. This must be a vanguard roaming ahead to test our strength.
Lucio! Velis!
Mont! How goes the evacuation?
The monsters arrived far sooner than expected. More than half of the villagers still remain. We need to buy more time. And to do that, we're going to require your aid.
I'll hold them off for as long as it takes.
You do that, and I'll guard the evacuating villagers. Is that all right with you, Your Highness?
It is. Thank you. Please keep them safe.
I will. You just keep as many of them off our backs as you can.
Here they come! And stay down! There's just too many of them!
There seems to be even more of them now. At this rate, we shall be overwhelmed!
Mont, you can't die here. Not today. Remember your dream.
Lucio.
We can do this. If we stand together.
Let's make it so! We have to hold them here!
Oh no! One slipped through! Mont, over there!
What the?
That was a close one. Guess I arrived just in time.
Lord Bellis, are the villagers safely away?
I wouldn't be here if they weren't. Mont's men can handle the rest. I'm here to join the fray.
You have my thanks, Bellis.
Thanks from a royal prince? Ooh, I'd like to stop and savor the moment, but I don't think there's time.
Look!
Looks like it's decided to grace us with its wounded presence. Feral entourage and all.
Just when it seems there can't be any more of them, more appear!
Is that the monster you seek? The one that swallowed the core crystal? No, I cannot falter now. I must fight on to the end.
Our princely friend has done well to last so long, but I think he's at the end of his rope. Time for us to step up, Lucio.
On it! Mont, we can handle this!
Just the two of you? You can't!
Just sit back and watch. This is what warriors of the crystals train for. Not so fearsome without all your little friends to protect you now. Huh? That's all it takes to bring you to your knees? Then have some more!
Lord Bellis, the other monsters are making a break for it!
They're intent on making us work extra hard. But they're not going anywhere. These oddly strategic monsters are starting to get on my nerves.
Astounding! The power of a crystal warrior! But there's still too many of them. How can we...
Looks like I made it in time.
That voice! Stern!
Sorry I'm late, brother.
What are you doing here? What about Fordham?
The Master had some wisdom for me. He said a blade that wavers cannot cut anything. Just like he always does. He suggested I go clear my head. So I decided to journey out here and do just that.
My thanks, Stern.
So, are you going to kneel there all day?
I was just getting up. Lucio and his friend are battling the leader of the pack. What say we set about cleaning up the rest?
Fine by me. Why don't we make a contest of it, brother?
If you think you can keep up. Come on!
That's Mont's brother. A powerful pairing, those two. I believe the tables are finally turning.
Their swordplay is still rough around the edges. Their synergy makes up for their shortcomings. Look how they work together, shoulder to shoulder. They look like a pair of seasoned champions.
We have to do our part. Let's take down the behemoth, Lord Velis.
Go give him your worst. I'll take the rear and watch your back.
Yes, sir. Here I go.
Now's your chance, Lucio!
Yes, sir. It's time to end this! We did it! At last!
The rest of them are turning tail. They've no stomach for fighting now that the leader of the pack is slain.
We've averted a tragedy.
And I won our contest.
Will I ever beat you?
You were incredible! I can't believe you defeated so many monsters, just the two of you alone!
I could say the same to you.
It is no mean feat to slay such a beast.
Today, you've shown me the true strength of the warriors of the crystals. Thanks to you, we were able to save the villagers. I am truly grateful. What's happening?
The monster, it's coming back to life. But how?
It's transforming! How can that be?
That's not all it's doing. Look, it's absorbing something out of the monster's corpses.
This spells trouble. We're at the end of our strength.
But we can't just leave it be! Our people will not be safe as long as it remains alive!
Look out! Mott! He took the blow!
Lucio!
I won't let anyone else get hurt! I'll protect everyone! I won't let anyone die! Ah!
From the depths of my heart, light power unleashed!
It's done. In the name of the crystals.
What was that light?
He brought it down with a single blow.
So, this is what Renan was talking about. Looks like our recruit is starting to become a true warrior of the crystals.
Phew. Is everyone all right?
We're fine. But Lucio, what just happened?
I don't rightly know. All I could think about was protecting everyone. And then this power welled up inside me.
That's a sign, Lucio. A sign of your awakening as a warrior of the crystals.
My awakening?
In other words, today's your graduation day. Congratulations.
Gosh, really? Wait. My legs have gone all wobbly.
Hardly surprising. It was a long, arduous battle, and then you top it off with your newly awakened power. You'll need training to learn how to control that power and use it when you need it.
More training.
Anyway, that's enough lessons for one day, I'd say. We have the core crystal, and it's time we took it home.
Home? Right, you do not hail from this world. Which means this is farewell. Lucio, I hope we shall meet again.
We will. I mean, I have to come back to see the future you envision. Yours is a world I want to see with my own two eyes.
Then I'll promise to make it so. My dream will be real by the next time we meet.
I'll look forward to that. I promise, I won't forget.
And I vow to make it happen, no matter who or what might stand in my way.
So tell me, brother, who were those people?
Friends like none other, from a world we'll never see.
Everything is in place. Now at last, it can begin. I shall release them, the ones ensnared in the chains of fate. And thus shall I fulfill the promise I made. Freedom lies within my grasp.
Congratulations are in order. You've had your awakening.
I knew you'd do it! Didn't I say from the beginning that Lucio had it in him?
He's awakened? Well then, let's see it.
I can't just do it. It sort of happened by accident. I don't know how, to be honest.
Oh, how disappointing.
But it's still a big step. You just have to learn how to control it now. Once you can do that, you'll be ever so powerful.
So, we just need to mercilessly drill him until he can use this power upon command.
Exactly. He just needs training, that's all.
Look at you, Lucio! The man of the hour!
I'm starting to feel like I've opened the gates to something I am not going to like.
I imagine you have much to report, but for now, let me just say well done. Velis, it's a rare turn of events for you to see a mission through to the very end. You've earned your rest, for once.
You're telling me? Never again will I engage in that much heroism in one day.
Lucio, you need to rest too. But there's one more thing before you do.
Right. I have to return the core crystal where it belongs. All right, here goes. I'll place it right here.
That's all of the core crystals. This is meant to restore balance to the world, right?
That's what the Will of Light said.
Strange. Nothing seems to be happening.
Maybe we don't have enough of them?
That can't be. These are all of the core crystals. There are no others. Perhaps something is wrong with the crystals.
Look! The light in the core crystals is going out!
What is the meaning of this? What in the blazes is going on?
It looks like the core crystals are just flickering out. No, that's not right. It's more like their light is being tainted, corrupted somehow.
If you have chosen to appear, then the situation can only be as dire as I fear.
And by wrong, you mean this corrupted, noxious magic I can sense?
But we only just finished restoring it.
A purification.
Which means traveling to the sacred domains.
The sacred domains?
It is the name we gave to the birthplaces of the core crystals.
We do. We know what to do, and what will ensue thereafter. Did everyone hear that? We go to the sacred domains and purify the core crystals.
Lord Renan? What does all this mean exactly?
Rather than me trying to explain it, better that you see it for yourself. Now, we need to act quickly. We shall begin the purifications immediately.
Anyone mind if I go first? You know how I am. I really can't stand just waiting around.
Very well. When ready, we shall each travel to our sacred domains.
What about me? I want to help too.
Lucio, come with me for now. No doubt you'll be seeing the other domains too, before this is all over.
Why do you say that so ominously?
Stop pestering us with questions and just go with Satya. Everything will soon be clear.
Okay.
Okay, let's get moving.
Take care, Satya.
Right back at you. This is the sacred domain of fire, which gave birth to the core crystal of fire.
I didn't know there was such a place in the far plane.
Warriors of the crystals are assigned a domain, each representing the element of which they are the keeper. Our task is to purify the core crystal here. But this is not going to be easy. Extremely dangerous, in fact, for a single warrior. Which is why I need your help.
I'll do my best. What do you need me to do?
You'll see soon enough. We just need to place the core crystal on the pedestal. There. Now, here goes. I'm going to draw the corruption out of the crystal and into myself.
Lady Satya! Are you alright?
Shush! Just watch! Carefully! It's almost time!
A monster! Where did that come from?
Lucio, that's what was messing with the core crystal! I forced it to manifest its form. It has to be slain! If we put the monster down, we should be able to purify the crystal and restore its power!
Lady Satya! I'm just guessing here, but manifesting the corruption is a lot harder than you were expecting, isn't it?
As much as I hate to admit it, yes. It's almost more than I can manage, just to hold it at bay. Every moment that passes, I feel my magical power slowly ebbing away.
Then let me help! I swear to protect you, Lady Satya. Protect you, the other warriors, and the balance of the world. So, Lady Satya, please, stand down. I'll take care of this.
I like your spirit, Lucio. Go on then. Forget about me. Go give it everything you've got. This is your time, Lucio. They tell me you've grown strong. Now prove it!
I shall. I did it?
Well done. You've gotten stronger since the time we went questing together.
Lady Satya!
It's fine. I can take it. Besides, I'm still not done purifying the core crystal. The corruption has drained the power of the crystal. So I have to give it my own strength, so that its magic may be restored. I can't stop until that is done.
Can I do anything? I feel a bit useless just standing by and watching.
Unfortunately, no. This is a job for me alone. the keeper of the core crystal of fire. Besides, you have your own mission. Go to the other sacred domains. Do what you did here. Slay the corruption when it manifests.
But, Lady Satya, I can't leave you here like this.
Are you forgetting who I am? I can take this, and more, besides. To travel to the sacred domains, you only have to will it hard enough, and the far plane will do the rest. Don't worry about me. Help the others. I know you can do it.
All right. But please, be careful.
When he first came to us, he was as weak as a kitten. But he's growing into a fine young warrior. I wish we'd had more time. I wish I could have taught him more. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. All right. Enough moping. Let's get this over with. The rest is up to you, Lucio.
There's something off about this place.
Lucio, good to see you.
Lord Renan! You're in a terrible state. Are you all right? Wait, don't tell me. Have you absorbed that corrupted magic into yourself?
You saw what happened with Satya, yes? Then I warrant I don't need to waste breath explaining things. This noxious magic, it is a heavy load to bear. For such strange power to spill from the core crystal, this is clearly more than just a dire situation. I can feel my mind ready to fade away the moment my concentration wanes. Lucio, as you can see, I cannot hold much longer. Are you ready to fight?
Yes, sir. I know what I must do, and that Lady Satya believes in me to see it through. I swear to do my duty as a warrior of the crystals.
Well spoken. I do believe I can leave this in your capable hands. So let us begin. Lucio, slay the corruption that gnaws at the core crystal!
Yes, sir! I'm ready! That's it! Another monster defeated! Lord Renan, are you alright?
I am fine, and the purification is all but complete.
Lord Renan!
You needn't worry. More importantly, I am starting to fathom what's happening here. Many times in the past, it has been necessary to restore the magic of the core crystals. But this corruption by noxious magic, such a thing has never happened before. Only when I absorbed the power into my own body did I begin to understand. I think this magic is the reason that the core crystals were causing monsters to run amok. It is not a natural phenomenon that happened by accident. Someone is behind this. Lucio, you need to continue your mission, but go carefully. And keep your eyes open.
I swear I'll do my duty, no matter what is out there. I'll find out who or what is behind this and stop them. Please rest, Lord Renan, and recover your strength. Here I go, to the next sacred domain!
Always ready to dive headfirst into things I see. Just be careful. After all, you are our successor.
This must be the next sacred domain, but no one's here. Wait, that's...
It's sadly mistaken if it thinks it can beat me with sheer size. I do not break easily. I may have lost a lot of strength, but this battle is still mine.
Lady Jum is fighting the beast! I have to help! Lady Doom, are you alright?
You are late. I couldn't wait any longer, so I started without you.
You're still all about punctuality, even at a time like this.
Yes, but I'm glad you made it.
Lady Doom.
It looks like the chit-chat will have to wait. Stay back, give me room, and I...
Lady Doom, please rest and let me handle this!
Lucio. For a once pathetic new recruit, you have certainly come a long way. Very well. Go on then. Show me what I've taught you.
Are you hurt, Lady Doom?
Yes. I was injured when fighting alone, before you finally showed up.
Oh, I came as fast as I could.
I'm just teasing. You've grown strong, Lucio.
If I have, it's only thanks to you. The training, the lessons you taught me, gave me the strength to grow.
Butter me up all you like. I'm not going to go any easier on you.
But I wasn't trying to... Anyway, there's something more pressing. I have information from Lord Renan. So, what do you think? Do you have any idea who might be behind this?
No, not even in the slightest.
Oh.
But Lucio, I am confident you'll find out. I believe in you, so don't let me down.
I won't! I have to go to Lord Bellis next. I'll come back for you when I'm done, so try to rest in the meantime.
Come back for me. That is a promise you won't keep. I really wish I could have seen what you grow to become. Farewell, warrior.
Good grief. Even at the end of the line, there's still more trouble to deal with. How many more of these vermin must I fight? He's finally here.
Sorry I'm late, sir.
Late? I thought I'd been abandoned at the altar.
Lord Bellis? Why are you pushing me from behind like that?
It just so happens I was hoping an extremely capable and benevolent apprentice would show up to deal with these monsters.
Let me guess. You can't be bothered to fight them yourself.
Me? Never. I just need a break from all this corruption turned rampaging monster business. The main show's still to come, and I need to catch my breath.
To be fair, the others were pushed to their limits as well. You catch your breath, sir, and I shall deal with these monsters.
That's the spirit. Go on then. Have at them. Thanks, Lucio. They were a real handful, huh?
Oh, it wasn't so bad. But what about you? Will you be able to finish the purification?
Yeah. Thanks to you, there's nothing to stop me now. I just have to restore that magic that was lost.
Right. But after that, will it truly be over? We still don't know what's behind all this. I have a feeling this won't be the end of it.
Oh, it's the end of something. That's for certain.
Huh?
Tell me, how much do you know about the ultimate fate of the Warriors of the Crystals?
The ultimate fate? Well, they protect the core crystals, preserve the balance of the world.
So no one has told you yet, huh? Then it falls to me to explain it to you. Do you know what the core crystals are made of?
Well, magic and that kind of thing.
They are made from the warriors of the crystals themselves.
What?
You know that the magical power of the core crystals maintains the balance of the world, right?
Of course. I learned that on my very first day of training.
Maybe you also know nothing lasts forever, including the core crystals. Over time, as the crystals work to protect the world, their power slowly drains away. Which is why the power has to be replenished from an outside source. To do this, the warriors of each elemental core crystal must become crystals themselves. By then merging with the core crystals, they replenish the power needed and become the very thing that they once protected.
They become crystals? But that means the others, are they?
I suppose they're fulfilling their final duty, even as we speak.
Did everyone know about this?
Everyone except you.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
You were still an apprentice. You didn't even know which crystal would be yours. We thought it too soon to tell you, but now, well, circumstances have overtaken us. So there it is. Now you know everything. My time has come, Lucio. Watch and see how a warrior of the crystals fulfills his final destiny.
Lord Velis, your arm!
It's turning into crystal. Won't be long now. Well, new recruit, our time was short, but it was memorable. I doubt I taught you a single thing, but the rest is up to you now.
No! Please, Lord Velis! I'm not ready for this!
I don't think any of us ever are. Took me a long time to learn that. It's almost time for us to be reunited. Vardia.
Lord Velis!
I see you are yet to break your bad habit of talking too much.
Who are you?
I'd tell you to put your weapon down, but I dare say I'd be wasting my breath.
You... But it can't be. It just isn't possible.
You seem to be under a misapprehension. I am not who you believe me to be.
But your face, your voice, in every way, you're Vardia!
Vardia? You said that name just before, too.
Silence. Vardia was a wretch who failed to escape the shackles of his fate. Don't conflate me with him. My name is Astrius, Liberator of the Crystals.
Liberator of the Crystals? What are you talking about?
Don't conflate you with him! How could I forget the face of my truest friend? Vardia, the warrior who was the keeper of the core crystal of light!
You wouldn't forget him, would you, Velis? Or the dream he spoke of?
What the... This can't be!
Vardia fulfilled his destiny by turning into crystal, and thus his life ended. But in his heart he harbored a dream, a yearning that he might be released from his fate and allowed to live in freedom. It was a tiny hope, no more than a sliver, but it gained form. The being you see before you. And now I am Astrius, free of the fate imposed by the crystals, free to live my life as I will. I have my own mission, far different from Vardia's.
To liberate the crystals. What exactly are you trying to do?
Who is this child? Ah, of course. Another miserable sacrifice that has been created for the sake of the universe. Glare at me if you will, child. But you'll see my truth soon enough.
What truth?
Patience, my young friend. First things first. Velis, hand over the core crystal of ice. As you can see, I already have the others.
You took them? What have you done to the other warriors?
They tried to stop me, so I immobilized them for a while. Come, Velis, give me your crystal so I may complete my plan. I will corrupt the power of the core crystals, return them to their pedestals, and thus destroy the balance of the world. Only then will the warriors of the crystals be freed from their accursed fate.
It was you from the beginning, wasn't it? You caused the corruption of the crystals.
I knew that the core crystals would be scattered throughout Ardra. I made certain preparations that I knew would weaken you. The protectors of the crystals. How did you like those monsters, by the way? Quite the handful, I suspect.
You were behind all of this. You made all those monsters go berserk. So many could have died because of you.
What's a few villagers' lives when the whole world is to be transformed, turned on its head?
Are you completely mad? Do you even understand the things you're saying?
Of course I do. Once the world's balance is lost, nothing will stop it from careening into other worlds, fusing with them. Hence, the warriors of the crystals are consigned to their inescapable fate.
But the duty of the warriors is to protect the world as it is, to save it from upheaval and chaos.
If a world needs propping up to keep it from falling, then is it not the most moral and natural thing to let it fall? Why must we sacrifice ourselves to preserve an artificial state of affairs? Who decreed that we must die for the sake of a doomed world? When worlds collide, there will be wars, disasters, mayhem. Many humans will likely die. But what is that to us? Such is the natural order of the universe. Who are we to defy it?
How can you?
Countless generations of warriors have given up their lives, century after century, to preserve the balance of the world. But no one ever stopped to think, is this the right thing to do? Until now. Surely you understand. Now, give me that core crystal, and let me end this cycle of sacrifice.
Never! It's the sacred duty of every warrior of the crystals to protect them! We don't seek freedom! We want to do our duty to preserve the world! I'm not going to let you destroy it! I swear it!
You're a mere child, immature in both training and mentality. Now, be gone from my presence!
Ah!
Lucio! Why, you?
Too slow! I pity you, Velis. If it wasn't for the fate that binds you, perhaps you'd have the strength to resist me. It was the same with the others. In their state, they were all too weak to stop me. Try though they did. Your core crystal is mine. Farewell, Velis. And farewell to you too, feeble apprentice. It won't be long now. Soon, you'll be free from this misery.
Wait! I can't move!
Well, this is certainly a poor turn of events. Lucio, you have to go after him. I'll call the others. I have strength enough for that, at least.
But didn't he?
Fear not. I don't think they're dead. He said his goal was to free us. Killing us is not a part of that. Besides, even if it was, you know we can't be slain easily.
Of course, you're right. The warriors aren't beaten yet.
That's the spirit! Now hurry! You can't let him get away!
Yes, sir! Come on, body. Move! You're not done yet! I won't let him beat us. I'll protect us. The Will of Light. The warriors. The whole world! Stop right there, Astrius!
Oh? You caught up to me. Perhaps I underestimated you.
I won't let you do this! Give back the core crystals!
So that's your plan, is it? Run blindly after me and hope I'll do as you bid? Rather too optimistic, I'd say.
Call it what you want. I'm going to stop you, right here and now! Ah!
You are wide open, child! You've had some training, it appears. But you are no match for me.
I'm not done yet!
Pathetic. Your blade has not come even remotely close to touching me. Give up. You cannot win. Stay put like a good child and watch as the world ends.
Damn it! I couldn't even slow him down!
That's far enough, Bard. Astrius!
Be you 1 or be you 5, you cannot stop me.
We'll see about that. You got lucky the first time against me.
Astrius, your actions betray the Will of Light. Together, we will defeat you.
Enough of this. You cannot bar my path in your weakened state. Not with the last of your strength poured into the core crystals. Behold!
Such power from only a small magical burst!
It would appear there is more afoot here than our weakened state.
That power is not yours to claim. It belongs to the core crystal of light!
Ah, a sharp eye indeed. Not surprising coming from an old friend of Vardia's.
You think I wouldn't notice? I can sense Vardia's magic power inside you.
He has the core crystal of light?
Yes, but there's more to this. There are limits placed on the power of the core crystals and how much they can store. Cast your minds back. Something unusual happened with the core crystals, did it not?
There was a strange magic accumulating within the crystals, encroaching upon their innate power. Then, after we drew it out, the core crystals barely had any power left within them. Which means...
Yes. And where do you suppose the core crystal's original power went?
No. You stole the power from all of the core crystals.
Well, I admit I could not extract every last sliver of magic. But what I took is more than enough. I am now, for all intents and purposes, invincible.
This is madness. To take the magic of the core crystals into his own body.
So what if he did? So what if you're as strong as you say? That doesn't mean we'll bend the knee to you.
Still defiant, I see. If battles were won by sheer tenacity, you might actually prevail. But alas, your resolve is wasted by your lack of forethought. You cannot defeat me.
You're wrong.
For the last time, I shall extend a hand to you. Warriors of the Crystals, stand by my side. Together, let us end this world. Free yourselves from the shackles of fate and embrace true freedom. Only then will you receive your just reward as warriors.
You're out of your mind if you think any of us will agree to that!
You were born for one purpose. Destined to sacrifice yourselves by turning into eternal crystal. This is your chance to escape that fate. Don't you see? I'm offering you freedom.
Freedom? Huh. I see it now. You talked before about how you were a hope that came true. You are the vision of Vardia, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Vardia was always concerned with freedom long before he turned to crystal. Just before his crystallization, I think the part of him that yearned for freedom broke away and somehow lived on outside him. It's a vision, manifested in the form of Astrius.
Is that even truly possible?
Such was Vardia's attachment to life, and his pain of leaving it behind. The same Vardia that fulfilled his destiny and became the core crystal of light also brought Astrius into existence.
Indeed, I am the vision made manifest by Vardia's deepest hope. But what of it? It changes nothing. Whatever I may be, you are helpless before me. You've lost, warriors. Accept my offer and free yourselves from your wretched fate.
Our fate isn't wretched.
How so?
In following my destiny, I've come to meet many people. None of them were truly free. All were bound by fate and circumstances. But that didn't stop them from finding their own kind of freedom. And it didn't stop them from fighting to fulfill their own destiny, no matter what obstacles stood before them. Our fate gives shape and meaning to our lives. It's as far from being wretched as you can get. I'm going to fulfill my destiny as a warrior of the crystals. Like all the warriors that went before me, I live every moment to its fullest, and that's all I need. That's why none of us will ever accept your offer.
Oh, is that your philosophy? Live for the moment? Rather human, don't you think, for a warrior of the crystals?
There were some people who prayed for a life yet to be born. A person who risked his life in the name of the one he loves. A person who led a rebellion to rescue her people from tyranny. And a person who risked scorn and ridicule to dream of a world without war. And in each and every one of their hearts was the same thing. The light of hope! And that's what I'm fighting to protect!
What's happening? What is this light pouring from me? No. Stop. Stop! How can you do this to me? You who gave me life!
What's happening?
It's Vardia. Some part of him is still alive in there. When Lucio said he was protecting the light, somehow Vardia heard and responded.
Vardia is making a choice. He wants Lucio to be the host of his power.
But it still won't be enough. Lucio still won't be able to beat him.
Then we will have to lend him our assistance. Come, everyone! Summon every last ounce of your strength and give it to the new warrior of the crystals!
This cannot be. The power of the light. It's gone.
It's time to end this, Astrius.
It's not over yet. I still have the power of the core crystals. I'm not afraid of a warrior who's only just awoken. Fight me if you dare, Lucio. Fight me, and let us leave the fate of the world in the hands of the victor!
You won't beat me! You will never take the light which shines upon the future!
No! Damn you, no! How is it you can defy me, a mere child? But you haven't won. I won't give up. I won't! And I will keep fighting until I've freed the warriors of the crystals from their accursed fate!
I swear to you, Astrius, I will not let you destroy hope.
And I shall not give up! Not ever! I never imagined it would end like this. I only wanted for you all to be free. Astrius, you can let go now. Phyllis. Lucio had the power of the core crystal of light. Vardia's own power. He beat you. Vardia yearned to be freed from his fate. But he never lost the light that shines in the hearts of all warriors of the crystals. Your battle was lost the moment he bestowed his power on Lucio. Foreordained, was it? The warriors of the crystals do enjoy being shackled to fate. You may only represent a mere fragment of Vardia as his vision. There's no denying your similarities. For him, it was always about helping his fellow warriors. Well, Lucio, we'll take care of the rest.
What do you mean?
You haven't forgotten, have you? You still have to turn into crystal.
Nothing has changed. The power of the core crystals must be replenished. We four shall turn into crystal and make the world safe once more.
Wait! I should join you then.
Not with that barely awakened power of yours.
Don't worry. We have enough for the core crystal of light, as well as our own.
Lucio, you must stay behind. Guide the next generation of warriors.
But...
No. I won't allow it. Astrius. Everything I have done was to stop you from turning into crystal. If I am left no other choice, then so be it.
I don't believe it! He's releasing all the power he stole from the core crystals!
Not just that. He's also letting go of his own magic. The magic that enables him to manifest as Vardia's vision. Why are you doing this? You know what it'll do to you.
Do not misunderstand. I care not for the core crystals or your sacred duty. But I cannot bear to see you sacrifice yourselves for their sake. There is one more thing, I suppose. This young would-be warrior who proclaims his pride in becoming a warrior of the crystals has my admiration. Ah, Vardia. I see now. All I wanted was to live free with my comrades in arms. Even now, after all I have done, a part of me still wanted to protect this world.
Astrius.
How do you like that? After causing all this mayhem, he just ups and leaves. He could have at least let us say farewell.
I guess it just goes to show the heart can be the source of great power for us and humankind alike.
Vardia's heart truly was inside him.
Which is why, in the end, the world remains in balance. And for that, we owe Vardia our gratitude.
He stole the show, but at least this is over now.
True, but let's not forget. There's someone else we need to thank, also.
But of course, the one of us most responsible for restoring light to the core crystals. Well done, Lucio. We could not have done this without you.
We're proud to call you our new recruit. Our fellow warrior of the crystals.
There couldn't have been anyone better suited to become the keeper of the core crystal of light.
Well, Lucio, will you continue to protect the world with us?
Yes, of course. I'll keep fighting, and carry on the duty Lord Vardia entrusted to me.
A fine answer, Lucio. You can start right now. I just need to sit down.
Huh? Are you alright? You just plopped down. Actually, you all did.
I hate to say it, but I'm burned out. I could use some rest.
Fighting the corruption, sharing our power with you. We've nothing left, Lucio.
And thus, we shall be taking our rest. And for some time, I imagine. Can you handle matters in the meantime?
Wait a minute! Are you seriously just going to go to sleep?
It's the best way to recover magic energy. And it's not like we have to worry about any foes turning up now.
Vardia gave you enough power to go on, right? So go on. You hold the fort, while we rest our eyes.
I can't just go on. And you can't leave me in charge!
You'll be fine, Lucio. Whatever happens, you'll figure out what to do.
Look, June is fast asleep already. Such is the confidence she has in you. Admirable, isn't she? Well, my eyelids, too, grow heavy. Time for my respite.
When I wake up, we'll return to training. And we won't stop until you finally land that first clean hit.
She's terrifying even when she talks in her sleep.
I'm hitting the sack too. Night-night, Lucio. See you eventually.
Wait! Is everyone really just going to fall asleep? I'm not quite sure how I'm going to apologize to them now. But I just can't stay awake either.
Join the Elrinell network through my blog, Patreon, shop, and more. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll return soon with more data. The game never ends.